Hi guys, welcome back to another video. This is my build for Delve League. I didn't have much time to play this league because of Blade and Soul. I'll just give a quick update on Path of Exile and the state of it. This is a level 83 Occultist. It does not have all of its Uber points yet because I don't have much time to play this league. Quickly go over the gear. This character could be made in less than 10 exalts. The most expensive thing is the level 4 in power and the +3 bow. The bow is around 3 exalts at the time I bought it. The in power is around 5 or 6. Alright, so the link is Caustic Arrow, Mirage Archer, Swift Affliction, Empower, Void Manipulation, and damage on full life. I'll always be on full life because I only have one, so this buff is always up. It's kind of like playing a Slayer. You have this on at all times now. If you don't have a level 4, I think a level 3 is still not too bad, so get your hands on a level 4 ASAP. Decay is a good sub. So is Efficacy. Anything that affects the projectile damage or slower projectile is also a very good one. Anything that affects projectile damage will also affect the damage over time. So all in all, this is a level 28 Caustic Arrow and my +3 bow. Alright, in my helm enchant is Caustic Arrow duration. There are a lot of things that you can go for. Caustic Arrow damage, Caustic Arrow AoE is probably the best one. There's also curse effects, so in my case I am using Despair and Temporal Chains. If you're in hardcore, you probably want to use Enfeeble. So those 3 curse effects, and probably sometimes if you're so poor you can probably go for the Discipline enchants as well. So in my offhand I have a Soul Strike because of its good synergies with Occultist. You get 80% faster energy shield. If you have a legacy one, even better. The best in slot enchant or corruption for this would be +1 arrow or chain +1. Chain you can probably drop the pierce over here. In my ring slot I have a Pariah because it gives +2 to my discipline, and it also gives 100 flat ES, which gets scaled a lot by my ES total in here. You can also use a less mana reservation in corruption in your helm as well. That works too. Gloves is just ES and res. Boots is just ES move speed, res. Chest piece is more for ES. This is pretty low. Aim for 600 plus. I just needed the cold and fire res from this in order to fill up my resistances. Belt, I'm using a baited breath with discipline aura effect. If you don't have this, you can go for an AoE. I think I got this on my 15th corruption. I have a ring with discipline aura effect. I have a amulet with discipline aura effect. So this would just beef up my discipline. I don't know if tooltip shows how much energy shield it gives. So 221 if I take this off. So 221. So it doesn't really say on the tooltip how much it gives, but this boosts it the flat amount by quite a bit. So in all, it will boost the my total ES. So if I take this off, I lose about 140 ES, even though it only has 1 ES on the ring, right, and no intelligence. So yeah, it's pretty helpful. Skill and other gem links, I am using a Blasphemy on Temp Chains and Despair. +1 curse from Whispers of Doom. You can also run the +3 if you're playing life based, and just use a Enfeeble and not go for or if you're playing low life, you can go for +3 curse and go Malediction for +3 curse. Okay, and in here I have Swift Affliction, Lightning Warp, less duration and faster casting. I'm using Lightning Warp because it's a little faster than Blink Arrow in my case. This bow is a little slow for Blink Arrow, and I didn't really like the cooldown, so Lightning Warp will do. In my chest piece, I have a barrage, a low level barrage with faster attacks, range attack totem, and Withering Touch. Withering Touch is new. This is probably the faster way to stack Wither stacks onto single target enemies. You can get 4 off colors by using the Vorichi Jeweler's method. In my boots, I have Golem, Relic. Relic is also new. It gives you extra life regen, gives the Golem extra life regen, and minion resistance so they don't die. You can put minion life in here so they die even less. That's also fine. Alright, in my skill tree is not optimized. My gear is not optimized. That's why I'm using a efficient training. This is just for a bunch of strength conversion, so I don't need to put 2 points in strength, or I don't have to put so much strain on my equipment. Otherwise, you would look for similar jewels to this. This is just damage over time, cast speed, doesn't matter. Faster start of energy shield and energy shield recharge rate. I have 2 of these, I think. Damage over time, faster start of energy shield, recharge rate. Playing Occultist, start of energy shield and recharge rate is pretty important, so that's why I grabbed Essence Surge. Since I am playing a Occultist, there's only so much ways that I could scale Caustic Arrow damage. One way is to get my last point so they have -20 chaos resistance, or I can start scaling curse effect, and that's why I got Hexmaster as well. Other than that, you grab CI, you grab Zealot's Oath, you grab these aura nodes over here so you have enough mana to cast your Caustic Arrow, and the rest is just goes to straight ES points pretty much. ES, a little bit of damage over time and chaos damage over here, and over here, and over here. That's pretty much it. There's not much to talk about. If you have a +1 chain corruption over here, you can drop these 4 nodes, but Pierce is pretty good for clear speed, and I think that's pretty mandatory as well. So I'll show you a map, and I'll also show you a delve. Actually, I need this, so I will mute my mic and you guys enjoy. there you have it. That's pretty much the highest map that I got. Tier 6. I just finished it. I have a couple of tier 7s, but playstyle is pretty much the same. At bosses, you just pop it once, drop your attack totems, and I just shoot it repeatedly in the stack wither. I'll go over to the mines, and this is pretty much the main point of this build, is for solo delving. It's because I thought that the deeper you go in mines, the more enemy HP they'll have. Even though I'm not super deep in, I'm only level 70, so this is like a tier, what is it, like a tier 2, tier 3 map. Like the deeper you go, the more enemy, the more monster health the ads will have, so the more damage that my Profane Bloom will hit, because my Profane Bloom hits for monster max HP. So Gladiator or Occultist was a good choice in my opinion, so that's why I went for Occultist, because I haven't played a pure energy shield build in a while. And since Caustic Arrow is the hot stuff this meta, might as well try it out. As you can see, my character is not super maxed out. I have -4 darkness resist, but it should be okay if I don't go too crazy. I'll go over here and I'll show you a quick delve as well. I gotta admit, this is not my fastest build because it is a damage over time. It does feel pretty safe because of the temp chains and all of the corpse exploding. Although one thing that you gotta look out for, since you're not shattering or destroying corpses, the porcupines are fairly dangerous for this build. And also ignites. Ignites are also pretty deadly because you won't start recharging until you stop taking damage. You can see that my energy shield just shot up, even though it has the downside for the soul strike. So pretty much you shoot things once, Mirage Archer will take care of it, and the Caustic Arrow ground AoE, ground effects, will just pretty much kill everything that comes near you. It's not a very interactive playstyle, I gotta admit, but Mirage Archer does save you a lot of headache when you are trying to pick bosses and whatnot. So there you have it. That's a fairly low level delve. If I play this league more, you know, here's my delve. It just pretty much went straight down. Didn't really go sideways much, besides going through temples and whatnot. But yeah, I just plan on going straight down, see how far I could get. If I hit some personal record or something, I will make a new video about that. I'll also pretty much do a lot more damage once I get my Void Beacon. Has -20 chaos res, and that's pretty similar to not temporal chains, but to despair. Despair gives -29, but on stuff like Shaper and whatnot, this will get reduced significantly, while Void Beacon will just be a flat 20% for everything. Alright, thanks for watching. Take care.